going to be very honest with you in this video. I'm not going to show you eating luxury cars, women, money, jets, condos, helicopters, just to paint a picture for you. Although, I'm not judging that stuff because I completely understand why they do it. I'm not going to tell you that what I tell you today is going to make you an instant millionaire tomorrow. All you have to do is click here and then millions of dollars will just start magically flowing to your bank account. But I'm going to tell you how 10 plus years of trial and error in entrepreneurship taught me a process that can help you be successful. So if you ever wondered how to build a successful brand, how to get started in business, how to build a business from scratch, if you want to know how to build a business that doesn't become overwhelming, how to manage your time, all these different things, you need to listen carefully. For the past 10 years, I've been an entrepreneur. In fact, you really can say I've been an entrepreneur all my life. In fact, when I was in high school, I bought enough clothes to dress a small orphanage by selling my brother and my cousin's mixtape. I've always had that entrepreneurial spirit. That's why when I went to college, I really didn't fit inside the mold they were trying to push me into. The idea of going to class, getting a degree, then working 30 or 40 years just to retire and just die didn't really appeal to me. So I decided to break out of society's traditional norms. Look, I wanted to be successful. Of course I wanted to be successful. But what I really wanted to do was stop depending on others to take care of me. I felt helpless. I felt like everybody had to do something and take care of me, and I couldn't take care of myself. So I decided to leave to find out how to become successful for myself. What followed was years and years of failures. I had 2 failed business, lost business partners, and everything in between imaginable. But what I didn't know was one event was about to completely shift the way I thought about business. I was at my cousin's house and I walk in. One of my friends is sitting there and he comes over and talks to me. He knows I've been doing business, so he asked me a simple question. He said, "Hey Prinston, how's business going?" I said, "It's been all right. You know, I've had my ups and downs, but I've learned a lot." He said, "You know what you should do? You should keep a journal of all your successes and failures, and then you would know, or other people could be able to follow the same process you went through to be successful." Light bulb goes off, flashes in my head, and I said, I know what I need to do. I start documenting all the business lessons that I learned and start learning what created a successful business for myself. But even after all this, I wasn't making much progress. In 2014, I hit my absolute lowest point. I was negative, I was judgmental, and I was blaming everybody, government, conspiracies, family members, everything for the reason I wasn't successful. I was at a real low place. But something was about to change my whole perspective on the world. One night I was laying down and with tears streaming down my face. I felt like a failure. I cried myself to sleep and I drifted off into a dream. Out of the darkness, a voice calls out and says, "You create the world around you." Whoa! I wake up. I leap from my bed and I say to myself, what was that? What was that weird dream that I just had? But that dream, I didn't see it as anything divine or anything like that, but it did cause me to look deeper into what created success. See, at this point, I'd read over 272 books on pretty much everything you can think imaginable. Everything from finance, business, organizational development, system building, processes, marketing, sales, leadership, accounting, taxes, programming. Anything you can think about, I had read it, but I still wasn't making much progress. After that, I realized that there was something else that was missing. I started hanging around successful people and unsuccessful people. I started documenting the winners and the losers. I started hanging around superstars and burnouts. I started hanging around mentors, and I discovered that the people who are successful, the thing that is different between the people who succeed in life and don't, are 3 basic things. I call it the massive action mentality, a success equation. And what is it? Mindset plus knowledge plus tools or techniques equals success. What is mindset? Mindset is the mental ability, the fortitude to deal with all the challenges that arise in entrepreneurship. So things like dealing with rejection, learning how to be persistent, learning how to work with others, learning how to seek first to understand and then be understood. Concepts like that really help you be an entrepreneur. Then from there, the knowledge. I don't care how much of a great entrepreneur you are, how much you can deal with the heartaches of entrepreneurship. If you don't actually know what to do, you're not going to make much progress. At a certain point, you need to know what to do. And that's what I want to add in the entrepreneur. And finally, the techniques and tools. These are the practical, and I say practical, repeatable strategies that you can use in order to build your successful business up like the people who have done it before you. I combined all these things and I created what I call the massive action ecosystem. This program is designed to implement this in your business to make sure that all these elements come together to make sure you can repeat the success that other people have. I've been testing, experimenting, working, building this system for the past 2 years to make sure it's perfect, and it's almost at the highest points. My friends' business and people around me have used this system to start building successful businesses. How many employees are you managing right now?
I'm managing 300, just read the update to this morning. We're currently at 400 employees.
And I want to do the same for you. Look, I realized from this process it wasn't just about going out and starting a business, it was about building that self-reliance in myself. Finally feeling like I could take care of myself, that I didn't need other people to look out for me, and I wouldn't be sitting around saying, well, you know, I'm just a victim and blaming everything else around me for my circumstances. I found a way to finally take care of myself. I want to do the exact same thing for you. So you might be asking yourself, why am I offering this program for absolutely free? Because I've been testing it and I want to test it with a large audience, you got the opportunity to get in right now for absolutely free. This is the last time I'm going to be offering this for free. This is going to be a $197 course when it comes out, but you have the opportunity to get in for free. I always tell people this: if this information is absolutely garbage, has no value for your life, absolutely no value, then guess what? You can just leave and say, you know what? It wasn't good for me. You can just get outside the course. But if it is something that's valuable to your life, and it could start you on the path to living the life where you're in control, where you live how you want, you buy what you want, you do what you want, and nobody else is calling on your time. If it allows you to start moving towards accomplishing that dream that in your heart you feel that you want to accomplish, if you could just get over the criticism of family members and friends and people around you, if you could get outside the judgment of the people around you that say that you cannot do it, if it helped you start moving towards that dream, would it not be worth it? If it is, I want you to go right now to The Entrepreneur. Go sign up at I'mAnActionTaker.com. Enrollment closes this Saturday. And start making that change to the life you want. I want you to be successful. My goal over the next 25 years is to build 1 million 7-figure businesses, and I want you to be one of them. Go sign up for The Entrepreneur, and let's create a future where you're in control together. I'll see you inside.